Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple LunaRose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight I'm going to be reading for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I am looking at the week of April 7th through the 13th. And your biggest cosmic influence is probably going to be the biggest cosmic influence that you will most likely feel for your entire life. I know, right? It sounds so dramatic. But it is. It's the April 8th solar eclipse. We've heard people talking about it for years, and it's here, right? Very powerful energy. I will say that I hope by now, as this energy has gotten much closer, that everyone is really starting to see the more powerful Aries energy as exciting, positive, and really full of new opportunities. So I really hope that you guys are starting to see that, more of that in your personal lives instead of all this doomsday stuff that we've been having to listen to as this date got closer, right? Um, I am not going to prophesize about what's going to happen on April 8th, guys. We are always a week ahead. So if you're looking to see what's going to happen this week, you can find that over on our YouTube channel. But what I will tell you is that it's not the end of the world. It's not going to be the end of the world. For those of you that, whatever religion you are, no one's going to come down here and save us. This is the life that we're in, and we're here. We have to heal ourselves, and we have to save ourselves. That's the whole point of this journey, right? So I just want to throw that out there because I know every time I open my TikTok or I open YouTube, it's like, oh, the end of the world. It's like, no, this is actually really exciting, powerful, life-changing energy. And if we just sit around thinking it's doomsday, we're going to waste this energy. We're not going to see the opportunities, right? So I hope everybody's seeing this energy in a much more positive way as it's getting closer. All right, guys, don't forget 3 different platforms. So we're multi-streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch always. I do have a internet notification at the time. I'm on my hotspot. I really shouldn't have a problem, but I mean, it's possible. If you have any problems, of course, on your side, you could always try a different platform. But I think it's just the signal. I don't know. Do you get a sound video okay, ladies? Michelle is helping us over on Facebook. Thank you, Michelle. Miss Tina's with us. Diana's over on YouTube. Thank you, ladies. All right. Also, PLR links. Personal readings. Yes, we are still doing personal readings. My Etsy shop is still open. You can still purchase a private reading from me. Guys, one-on-one. Thank you, Diana. One-on-ones are a little bit different is all. That's what's happened. We went from having to book them and schedule them usually 2-3 days in advance to I was able to do them same day because I was here and I wasn't doing anything else, right? And what's happened is, I took this summer job, so I can't do them same day. So all that's happened is we're just going back to booking them again. So several of you have reached out to me like, no, I'm not going to stop doing them. If I feel like I'm getting overwhelmed, let me know, guys. Let me know. I mean, how do I sound? Do I sound like I had an amazing day? Because I had an amazing day. So I really think that it's going to be okay. But, just message me, email me. We can set it up. It's going to be fine. I promise. But all other PLR links can be found in the description box of all my videos. All right, I'm just gonna take a drink of my tea and then we're gonna do the collective. Michelle says you sound happy. That's because I am. I am. Let's talk about it a little bit before we get to the collective, right? Let's see. I went back super nervous. I don't know why I was so nervous either. Like I don't know. I guess we hear all this astrology stuff, right? And it gets us like all thinking like something's gonna happen, or what I'm saying. And no, it's not. It's like so many new opportunities have happened to me just today alone. And I can tell it's this passionate, fiery Aries energy, and I'm so grateful for it. So grateful. Hi, Jenna. But yeah, like it was a beautiful day. I feel like things came back to me. Guys, it's been 5 years since I've been at this park. And it was like I was there yesterday. I could remember campsites. I could remember where things go. It was just, I don't know, I can't express it. And the customers, like being able to I don't know, talk to other adults, you know, like other people. Was really nice. But what was really cool was people that like camped there and remembered me. Like that's amazing, right? Like how you been this long, you know what I'm saying? Like how do you remember? So that was super cool, right? Yeah, I don't know. It was an amazing, great day. I can't wait to go back tomorrow, right? Tomorrow should be really interesting. We have some storms coming in. So I used to always love being at this lake when the storms come in. But tomorrow it's pretty interesting because, you know, we're still at the beginning of the season. So everything's still a little slow. So there's not a lot of employees. So it'll just be two of us. And I may be in the store a little bit by myself. You know what I mean? So it's kind of exciting. But it's like, oh my gosh, it's going to storm. You know what I mean? Like it couldn't wait till a little bit later. No, it's got to be the second day. And it's the water signs too, so I don't know. I guess that's fitting, right? All right, a little bit more tea, and then I'll jump in with that collective. That's what I forgot today, guys. I forgot my tea. So I brought water, and I brought me a sandwich because I don't want to eat all the bad stuff, right? Like just because I'm going out in the world doesn't mean I want all the bad stuff that's out there, right? But I definitely I kept thinking I've been keeping these little packets in my purse. And I totally forgot to take the tea today. It would have been so nice to have, you know, a little chamomile in the morning and maybe a little one in the afternoon. So I'm trying to chug it down now. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. All right, collective. I'm going to timestamp. Let's do 6:40. All right, so remember collective reading, we're going to look at masculine and feminine energies. Please remember everyone has masculine and feminine. I like to say that your masculine energy is what makes you lock your doors at night. Your feminine energy is what makes you wash your hair. We all have those energies, of course, depending on what type of spiritual awakening journey you're on will be how this reading resonates for you, right? I want to say the energy today was very passionate, exciting, so many new opportunities, which is Aries, right? The first type of thing. But also aggressive. It was aggressive today. Did you guys feel like that aggressive energy? It's Aries. It's like going after something. I don't know. I don't know how to express it. We're powerful people. It's hard to get in an Aries way. You know what I mean? Like, once they go after something, they want something, it's like, that's it. Felt that energy all day today. All right, so I've decided to use Power of Love. I definitely sense some, you know, sadness. I'm just going to use the words, right? Sadness on masculine side. I think it's just part of the, like, where they're at in their journey. Accountability is really big right now for masculine, and it's not just like accountability, you know, with everybody around them, because they can pretty much put on a pretty good show, you know what I'm saying, for those people. It's internal accountability. So it's like now they know. So it's like now they know they have to do something. They have to do something to heal, right? I think it's making some masculines, I mean, it's kind of like a sad feeling, like thinking like, man, I worked really hard to get where I'm at, and now I have to go take care of myself because I worked myself too hard, right? I told a friend today, I said, you know, when we realize what's wrong with our, you know, whatever health, spiritual health, mental health, whatever, it's like when we realize that we don't understand that these are just labels that everybody's put on everything. And it's like, the person that has the worst label, are you ready, is the most hurt. They're in the most pain. You see what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what I'm feeling for masculine. All right, so we have cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. So with cause and effect, I'm definitely getting some accountability, right? Like you did something and this is what happens after you do it, right? But I'm also getting too that the thoughts, the internal thoughts. So masculine energy is known for beating themselves up, right? Like, oh, you shouldn't have done this. Oh, you know, and they call themselves names. We all call ourselves names. But I feel like masculine energy is much harder on themselves than feminine energy. Yes, we're hard on ourselves too, but we're hard on ourselves in a way that's different, because I feel like as divine feminine energy, we set a goal, and it's like we're hard on ourselves if we don't meet that goal, but it's like we have 10 goals that we're trying to accomplish all at one time. For masculine energy, we don't beat ourselves up, and like, I mean, I guess some of us do sometimes, right? But you know how like sometimes you're like, man, Rosa, you're so dumb to say that, or you're so dumb to do that. Like masculine energy is way worse. Like the words they use internally towards themselves, much worse. So there's something about the thoughts, the internal thoughts, and it could be what you're saying to yourself about something that you did, cause and effect, right? Okay, so we got the feminine energy. Humility is here. You've developed a loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but on different paths. I know I have. That's something I feel like I'm learning right now. I keep thinking that I know what's like best for everyone else, right? And I keep thinking like if I'm doing something and it's working for me, then everybody should do this and it will work for them too, right? But that's not really the case, right? Because we all, our paths are so different. Everything's so, although it's the same and we deal with the same types of lessons and these types of things, where we're at, where we're placed, the types of our environment, the people around us are all different, right? And that affects things. So I definitely get this energy like we're starting to realize, I keep saying it all the time with masculine energy. I say like divine masculine has their own purpose, like something they're supposed to go do all on their own. And you have something divine feminine that you're supposed to go do all on your own. I make the joke all the time that you're never going to see my counterpart energy sitting here. We're not going to read tarot together. I would love for that to happen. I think it'd be the coolest shit ever. The more I joke about it, I just said a bad word, sorry. But like the more I joke about it, I feel like I didn't say no bad words all day today while I was at work, so I just want you guys to know. But I feel like the more I joke about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that would be actually the coolest thing in the whole world, right? But it's not going to happen because they have their own purpose. Like, they're not going to learn to read tarot. They're not going to feel, maybe they don't feel energies in that way. Maybe their abilities have something to do with something else. My counterpart energy, I feel like his ability, are you ready? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Too late. We already started. We opened the can of worms. I think it's about seeing things that haven't happened yet. And I think they can see things that are no longer here on this plane of existence that we're all on. I know, like, so Scorpios are the rulers of the underworld. That's all I'm going to say. All right, let's do bridging energy. I think some Scorpios have such powerful abilities that maybe it could like scare some Scorpios, right? All right, satisfaction is going to be as the bridging energy. So remember, it doesn't matter if you're together, apart, different people, different places, but it's the same lesson. Satisfaction, you let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. And that's going to be what we're all, everybody, it's what we're all doing right now, right? The release card is also here. It says you have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. That might be a message just for me. I don't know, guys. Do you feel like you're struggling to let something go? We always want to help, right? Like we always want to heal. We always want to help. We always want to guide. We always want to yada, yada, yada. Again, I feel like that's kind of the message. Is like I'm getting at this message where it's like it may not be on my path. It may not be for me to be the one to help them, right? Like it may not be like it's God. God needs to be the one to help some people, right? And it's like if we try to help them, are we enabling them so that they don't reach out to God? I mean, that's kind of a little bit of what I'm picking up. All right, let's look at cause and effect. for masculine. I do feel like there's this energy like I did something. There's consequences. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So it's giving this energy like I made the same mistake more than one time. Page of Swords says they're watching. And the Hierophant. The Hierophant could be about spiritual beliefs, but I think it's the watching and fearful to communicate that's changing. The spiritual belief is changing. So I know it's not spiritual, but it's like this thing. Have mercy. Okay, so I also heard this today too. Did you know that sometimes masculine energy, when they're separate or when you're in separation, ghosting, I always say ghosting, it's so true though. When they pull away, that some of these masculine energies feel like they're doing it to protect the feminine energy. So like that's their belief system. It's like if I just don't say anything, it can't touch her, it won't hurt her. It's something like that. Nine of Pentacles could be slow moving energy, like slow to say something, slow to speak up. But the Hierophant is the major arcana, so it's about their understanding of their beliefs. Taurus energy. I had somebody tell me last night, called me a bull in a china shop. And it's funny because, you know, that's the Taurus. The Taurus is the bull in the china shop. But I was like, you know what? I was born on the cusp. I mean, it's very possible. All right, so for humility, we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is that reunion energy. I know sometimes people say that it's also a gift, and it's also about like childhood memories, but it's reunion. And the sunflowers are sticking out to me. The sunflowers represent kindness. We have Eight of Swords, self-restriction. We have the moon, and it came out in reverse. And I kind of like that it came out in reverse. Two of Cups. All right, so the Eight of Swords, self-restriction. You're telling yourself you can't have something, most likely the reunion. The moon is about allowing your emotions to control your actions. And I feel like it came out in reverse because that's what's happening. It's like you realize that it's not going to go. Are you ready to write them in? But it's like you realize it's not going to go how you planned or how you expected. But I feel like it's no longer, like something about how you feel about that is no longer holding you back. And it's very possible that it's no longer holding you back because now your focus is equal effort, partnership. Two of Cups is soulmate energy. All right, let's look at satisfaction. So the Hierophant comes out, spiritual beliefs, conforming, right? That's really what it is. Masculine doesn't want to like surrender to the journey, right? And then and I don't mean to like, anyway, the moon is going to be the major arcana that comes out for divine feminine, but again, in reverse, and I do feel like that is our ability not to let our emotions hold us back anymore, right? So we got one for each. See what comes out for satisfaction. It says, you let the energy of love guide you to self-approval so that others no longer define who you are. And what card comes out? Did you guys see it flip over? The Lovers. All right, so the Lovers, I know it looks beautiful, right? This is one of my favorite Lovers. It's the Gilded Tarot. So I want to be like, yes, they win the war. They live happily ever after. But actually, it's more about being able to be strong enough to fight the battle in the first place, right? The Lovers is about choosing every day when we choose to love and heal ourselves. That is the true meaning of the Lovers. It's that difficult choice that we make every day when we go, I want to be a better person so that I can love better, right? So I can love more. So I'm not pouring my depletion on those I claim to love, right? All right, so we have Five of Pentacles and Five of Swords. I don't like neither of those. Five of Pentacles says it's okay to ask for help. Five of Swords is going to be our negative thinking. It's very possible there could be some, no, it's not. That's not even possible. I mean, I was going to say there could be some disagreements, but it's the bridging energy and the Lovers is here. If you feel like you've been fighting with your person, like Five of Swords fighting, like volatile, then that's not your twin. Sorry, right? um, if you feel like you've been abandoned, rejected, ooh, I use the word today, discarded, right? Discarded is the word. And this is bridging energy. So that means both people, both. Okay. But if you feel like this way, then that means you're having negative thoughts about what happened with this person in this situation. Now, if you're actually fighting, like you're actually having words, altercations, it's volatile, that's not your twin. That's a karmic. All right, Ace of Swords is on the bottom. Ace of Swords is new clarity, new understanding. All right, I'm gonna go back to Power of Blood. All right, so we have Taurus coming out for masculine energy. So I'm just saying, if you're masculine energy, go look in your chart. Where is Taurus for you? We have the moon coming out for feminine energy. So I broke this, release and self-love. But the moon is going to be you're overcoming something because it came out in reverse. So there's no fear because the moon a lot of times is like fear. It's the saying like you there's illusions, you don't see things clearly. And reverse is like, no, you have no fear, you see it clearly, and your emotions are not causing you to react in any certain type of way, right? I love that the Lovers comes out for the bridging energy. This is like the biggest confirmation of what we're doing here every day, right? Gemini energy with the Lovers. Cancer and Pisces with the moon. And I said Taurus with Taurus. All right, let's do head, heart, higher self. So now we're going to look at masculine energies, thoughts, feelings, and current higher self lesson. So in the headspace, harmony. So let's keep the peace, right? You're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. It could also be about keeping the peace, but I think it's more about they're starting to sense their direct connection to everything, right? It's kind of like that third eye awakening when your third eye opens and it's like you realize that we're one. You know what I mean? You get this kind of that, giving you that type of energy. All right, let's look at the heart space. So this is going to be what masculine energy is feeling. Ownership. Man, you guys see the accountability coming out for masculine. I have so much compassion because I know, I understand. If you're doing the work, I have the compassion. If you're ignoring it and you're just running and ignoring all of it, then no, the compassion is minimal, right? All right, ownership. It says you acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them as lessons. I feel like that's what happens. We get to this point where we realize, like, man, if I hadn't have done this, if I didn't detour off my soul's path, my soul's journey, and go check this thing out and test this out and go this way, then I wouldn't be the smarter, wiser person that I am today. So I went to the marina. I even got to tell one of the owners today, like I went there and I got the job on April 1st of 2015. And then I started on my first day of April 17 of 2017. So for those of you that have been with me for a while and heard my personal twin flame story, then those days were very significant, right? And this is where I had my awakening, right? So I feel like it's really interesting that it's like I get to come back, and I started there in 2015, and it's like I had to go away and have this awakening and have all of this stuff happen so that I can take ownership, right, over my things. And then it's like now that I've been working on that and healing all these things, now I get to go back in this more, and I'm not saying I'm healed, but more healed version than I was in 2015, right? I can totally tell the difference, and it's amazing, right? Acceptance is on the bottom, but I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. So I'm just saying, I feel like that's what's happening right now in the masculine. Feminines, you've already felt this. You've already went through this very challenging and sometimes painful process. So to say send unconditional love would be an understatement, right? All right, we have empathy. Look at that. Empathy is actually the higher self lesson for the masculine. It says you feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. So it's like they're learning right now why it is that they're feeling and seeing all the things that they're feeling and seeing. And again, for masculine energy, on the bottom, we have the vision card. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. Masculine energy right now, you could be feeling like the universe is against you. You could be feeling like God's mad or things aren't working out. It's a struggle. And it's definitely it's just you having to take accountability. It's you having to look at the things you've done, how you got here, cause and effect, right? It's also about having understanding. I feel like the empathy card and higher self is for you to have understanding of why everything had to happen a certain way. If you didn't make the mistakes, or I call them delays, that you made, you wouldn't be the person that you are today. It's all about how you see it. If you see it as, oh my gosh, I made this mistake and now everything's hard and the universe is against me, then that's it's not going to be easy, right? If you have this more positive attitude of and be more compassionate and empathetic with yourself, then you'll realize that these are just lessons that are making you stronger, wiser, braver, all the things. All right. Divine feminine, head, heart, higher self. Joy comes out for the headspace. I love that. Happiness is the goal, right? And not only is happiness the goal, but it's like nobody's going to take it. We fought so hard to get here. Nobody's going to take it. You know what I mean? Like we're so protected. We are so divinely guided. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's like, I'm happy. It's just the way it's going to be. It says you delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. All right, let's look at the heart space. Freedom, I love it. It says you are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Beautiful. I definitely felt a sense of freedom today. I mean, I felt a sense of freedom when I pulled into that park in 2015. But today it was different. It was a different sense of freedom. When I pulled into that park, I was still attached to my old life, right? The first time in 2015. When I pulled into it today, I got to experience this whole process again, but I'm me now without all that pain and all that baggage. Definitely a new sense of freedom. So it's like I had this awakening. I realized I was people pleasing and allowing people to treat me poorly. And I had to go through dark night of the soul, which isn't easy, to say the least, right? And then purge, and then cleanse, and then go back. That's not freedom. I don't know what is, right? Self-love is here. It says you realize that love of self is necessary to love another. That's our higher self lesson right now. I don't think that we're having a hard time learning that lesson. I think we finally understand what that means. We finally have learned the lesson. And I think it's very possible that instead of it being about learning that lesson, it's about seeing the fruits for your labor, right? It's about seeing what life feels like when you learn to love yourself. It's about seeing how you don't pour your depletion on those you love when you learn to fill your cup first, right? All right, let's do guidance out of my new favorite. No messages today, no messages. Pretty interesting because I feel like there's no messages in the heart space either. Ownership is definitely what's happening for masculine in the heart space. You could be having some heart chakra activation also. And freedom is definitely what's happening in the heart space for divine feminine. We have the memento mori, life, presence, and depth. The meaning is in the middle. We looked at it the other day, and it definitely had that energy of meat in the middle, right? We have the spirit of the tree, nature, priestess, inner peace. We have somebody who just got that card. And the energy card comes out to number 44, power, aura, and depletion. So that's a big confirmation of what I just said. Let's read that one out of the book. Sweet oblivion is on the bottom. All right, number 44. All right, so power, aura, depletion, and fatigue. So the affirmation spell, I am calling my energy and power back to me. Say it with me, guys. I am calling my energy and power back to me. I like to say I am whole and complete. I am calling my energy and power back to me. I am whole and complete. Just keep saying it over and over and over and over and over. That's what an affirmation is. Once you practice affirmations, once you get used to saying them where you sound ridiculous because you have to say them 1,000 times, once you do that, it won't take you 1,000 times to believe your affirmation. Like you'll get to where you just say it and that's it. It's so, right? But you have to start somewhere. And sometimes it's just repeating it over and over and over. Right. It says the garden, the nature witch. She who blooms, giving yourself the chance to flourish means allowing yourself that energy. This card is a sign that it would be empowering for you to assess where you have been channeling your energy to what, to whom, and how much. You may feel scattered or fatigued. Are you placing your focus on too many things, people, or problems at once? You may not have enough power to fuel the things you actually want. You could also be drained from worrying about petty and insignificant things. Tend to your personal energy, your garden, and become conscious of where that energy is going. The energy card is a sign to call your energy back to your soul, life, dreams, and core values. A weak energy field can lead to a weakened existence. Your energy is your power. I am calling my energy and power back to me. I am whole and complete. Say it over and over. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, guys. That's your collective. I hope that was helpful. Hi, Sandra. We're going to clean up really quickly, and we'll start with Aries. I think the Memento Mori is going to end up becoming my favorite card. It definitely gives me that, like I almost said half and half, but like yin yang type of energy, right? All right, so I've actually pulled out the Unicorn Oracle. And that's what we're going to use for energy of the week. And then I'm going to use the Energy Oracle for the main spread. We'll pull Magical Spirit Oracle again for guidance. And then we'll close it out with Lunology. It is April Fool's Day today. Remember when I got the job on April 1st of 2015, I remember thinking like I was gonna come back and they were gonna be like, oh, April Fools. Change your mind. It didn't happen either time. I don't know. April Fool's just means that my birthday is almost here. 44 years old. I know, right? I went back today. I went with all my grays. Like, I haven't dyed my hair. I don't know if I'm gonna ever dye it again, to be perfectly honest. I think I may just leave it. I don't know. I've left it this long. It's like I'm kind of getting used to it. I took a selfie the other day and made a shorts on it. It took off. I'm just saying. I totally did not delete the video. I don't know. It's just like I'm getting used to my hair. Someone said, I don't remember it being that curly. I was like, it wasn't. It wasn't. I used to straighten it all the time. Now I just don't care. It's curly. This is my hair. It's weird. I feel like people that have curly hair want straight hair. People that have straight hair want curly hair. You guys ever notice that? All right, Aries. Did anybody get April Fool's pranks today? Did anyone pull an April Fool's prank today? Sandra's famous Mercury Smurkery. All I can say about this day. Diana says, some of us are just happy to have hair. Hey, I just want to say, me too. Me too. My hair thinned out so much, I'm telling you. But I can't even really complain because it used to be so thick that I feel like I couldn't breathe under that mop. You know what I'm saying? Especially out here on this lake, it would get so hot. My hair is so thin now, it's like regular hair. I feel like I had so much to spare, you can't really tell. You know what I mean? But it's like I walk outside, I can feel a breeze through there now. I'm like, wow, that's nice. So yeah, I don't know. Can't really get upset about it. Jenna says she did. She did get an April Fool's. Your dairy company. What does that mean? Do they deliver you milk? Out here we have the Amish and they deliver milk. They have them in those glass jars. You guys remember those glass jars that keep your milk super cold? All right, I'm done puffing on my pupper. Let's go. 3740. Should have waited for 44. I seen it. 44. I changed it. Sorry, I love y'all. 3744. Aries. This is going to be for April 7th through the 13th. My birthday is on the 17th. I'm going to be 44. That's why we had to timestamp it at 3744. All right, so solar eclipse week. I pulled out the Magic of the Unicorn Oracle for Energy of the Week. I haven't used them in a while. Divine Potential. I love it. Number 35. Fulfill your destiny and be all you can be. On the bottom, it's the number 44. Do you guys see it? Ooh. I am present. Expand your stellar gateway. I am. I definitely feel like I'm going through like a gateway, a portal of some sort. Like definitely leaving old world or old life behind, right? It's definitely giving that type of vibe. So that means that you most likely, Aries, feel this potential also. And guys, I never say sun, moon, or rising. I know that that's how you normally hear it. And I know I'm really fighting against the you know, I'm like trying to swim up instead of, you know, with everyone else type of thing, right? I get that, but I study birth charts, right? I study astrology, and I understand a birth chart is the screenshot of the universe when you were born. And I understand that you have all 12 pieces of the pie. So if you have your birth chart, you can go look at it and you can go look and see where is Aries for you. Aries is my 10th house. Now I actually do have my sun in Aries, so my sun sign is Aries. I also have Mercury in Aries, and I also have Mars in Aries. And Venus right there at the cusp with Pisces. Let me tell you, it's a rough world, Aries, over here. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like when I read for Aries, I mean, yes, I'm reading for my sun sign, but I also know that it rules my 10th house. And my 10th house is my career. That's important to me, right? So when I read this, I'm looking at for my career. So let's say, for example, Aries, I get to some love story, and we're like, well, how's there a love story in your career? There's not. But can there be a partnership in a work situation? Yes. Can it be about something that you love and devote yourself to? Yes. You see what I'm trying to say? It doesn't have to be, whatever the label is that we're putting on it. So find Aries for you. How does it fit for your situation? And I'm telling you, if my readings pull at your heartstrings for sun, moon, or rising, then they're going to fit for that house and that situation. Just like I tell you, there's other people, there's people that are not twins and they're not on this journey. They're not on this type of spiritual awakening journey, right? So my words don't pull at their heartstrings. I had one friend tell me, I love listening to you, Rosa, but I just don't know what you're talking about, so I get bored. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's okay. I totally understand that. Look at that, the temple path was out. But it's okay. Like that's just means that you're not on this type of spiritual awakening journey. And I mean, there's some people out here that are still living their life like it's 2019 and they still haven't awakened. All right. Challenge or obstacle for Aries. We have the happy family. So again, let's say I'm looking at my career. Does that mean my personal family? I mean, it could. But you know what I think it means? I think it means my work family. Because that's the one thing that I loved about this place is that it was a family. You know what I mean? Like it was we had a team, right? We had a team. It was like my soul tribe, my original, the OGs, right before you guys came along. I had my soul tribe, like Miss Tina was part of my soul tribe, right? My counterpart energy, part of my soul tribe, right? And we used to call ourselves the A team. I know, right? We were overly confident, but we did. We called ourselves the A team, and that was one of the things that I loved about the job was the friendship, the connection, the way we helped one another. Nobody said that's not my job. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do that. We it was all of our job, right? And that's one thing that I feel. I'm really glad to see that when I come back to see that that's still the case. So happy family coming out again, 4. So 4s is actually like the firm foundation, right? Like the financial security firm foundation, like the 4 of Wands, 11. So it could definitely be that. If I'm reading for you, Aries, this is your sun sign. It's saying that there is great potential and destiny and something to do with your own personal family. I do see the rainbow, and it's definitely giving me like your if you're needing an opportunity, like that's the challenge or obstacle, and it's like the potential is here, but something about fulfilling your destiny. All right, let's look at lesson learned. I'm a little nervous about this part, Aries, because when I made this spread, this card we're fixing to put down is supposed to help you with that challenge or obstacle. It's very possible because we have this solar eclipse and it's happening, this is the week of, right? And I'm definitely already feeling these energies. It's very possible this is going to be something that you're learning right now. We have all tied up. So I'm going to confirm that's something we're learning right now. Goddess of the Moon is here. I'm going to take it. Trust your intuition. I do see the 3rd chakra. There's something about personal power. Aries, you have the potential right now to follow your destiny, right? To create a whole new life, something that is going to bring you great excitement and has the potential to have many beautiful opportunities for you. But I do feel that there could be a personal issue, like in your home family, that is trying to distract you, or the all tied up part is about you're trying to do too much so you don't have to deal with something else. That's what the all tied up part So I know that today I had an opportunity to help someone that I didn't have to. And I could have definitely used, I'm busy, I'm working, I'm wherever, to not help that person. And I know you'd be like, why would you not want to help someone? Sometimes we have to enforce boundaries, guys, like to protect ourselves from people that are working on their healing journey, but maybe haven't done as much work as we have, right? So I feel like the goddess of the moon is the outcome, and it's definitely going to be about trusting your intuition. That's actually what the card means, right? Like, trust your intuition. You are the goddess of the moon. We are the goddess of the moon. Like, the moon talks to all of us. That's why you're here and you like my name, right? It definitely pulls us. And I feel like that has something to do with the type of spiritual awakening journey that we're on. I feel like it's very possible something's going to happen this week and you have, again, the potential to fulfill something that has to do with your destiny, as long as you don't ignore something, or as long as you don't pretend like you're too busy to, I wouldn't say to help someone, but like to do something for your family. I feel like goddess of the moon is, you're going to be able to trust your gut is going to tell you what you need to do and what you don't need to do, right? That's how it was for me today. Like, I trusted my gut to get me to what I needed to do, and then I trusted my gut to understand there was nothing else I needed to do. All right, divine potential, fulfill your destiny, be all that you can be. We have Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about getting help, getting assistance, but it's the card where it looks like someone's not getting their pentacles, right? So you see the man in the picture giving the pentacle, or maybe a lady, I don't know, giving the pentacles to the first child, the little girl, I think it is. But there's a little boy sitting back here, and he's not getting any pentacles. You see him? He's looking at her, waiting. Hey, what about me? Right? Ace of Wands is divine fate energy, and the strength card, Leo energy. It's also possible that your destiny has something to do with that child receiving their pentacles, right? All right, happy family in your challenge or obstacle. I feel like it has something to do with finances, a firm foundation. Something is shaky here. There's a lot of emotions. I see them like it's standing in the water, but it's in your challenge or obstacle. This is a beautiful card to have anywhere else but other than your challenge or obstacle, Aries. All right, so Knight of Cups is here. Ten of Wands is here. And the Ace of Cups is here. So Knight of Cups is about being courageous enough to deliver a message about how you feel. Ten of Wands is about bringing something that's been very tiresome, exhausting to an end. Like stop doing it. And I feel like it has something to do with how you feel, because Ace of Cups is here, and Ace of Cups is like overflow of emotion. It's like your emotions, it came out for feminine energy in the collective. It's like the moon came out in reverse because we're no longer allowing our emotions to control how we react to something. And that's the challenge or obstacle here. All right, all tied up. Maybe you are all tied up, Aries. Maybe you are supposed to be following your destiny. The Judgment card is here. Judgment is Scorpio energy always. We're not surprised to see it ever, right? But it's a very powerful card, the Judgment card, because it talks about hearing your calling. And look how he's kind of like still sleeping. You see the angel in the door, blowing the horn, but he's still laying there. He's not doing something. Eight of Swords, self-restriction. The universe is here. So I was wondering if the universe card was going to come out, because this is Llewellyn Tarot. And Llewellyn Tarot, this is like one of the extra cards, the universe card. And I always get this energy with the universe, like it's trying to get a message to you. It's trying to get a message to you. The message is the calling. So I really feel like there's this energy where you either are really busy doing something and you're ignoring something else, or you need to get really busy doing something and maybe let something go, right? I definitely got this distraction type of energy when I first turned that happy family card over in your challenge or obstacle Aries. And I feel like there's something about that card that's causing you a distraction when you're following your purpose. The goddess of the moon is your intuition. Trust your intuition, Aries. Eight of Cups is here. Eight of Cups is the card. First, I want to mention that we learned the other day with Minnow Pond, right? That Eight of Cups, you see the moon up there, is the only card in tarot that shows an eclipse. Beautiful, right? Big confirmations. This is the week, April 8th. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Your intuition is going to heighten. You're going to be able to confidently walk away from something in the past and go towards what it is that you actually want. Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Swords is here. It's very possible you stress about this choice this week, Aries, which is interesting because I've been telling everyone Aries energy is very selfish. And right now we have this solar eclipse coming up. Aries energy, it's easy for me to know that I need to fill my cup first, right? Maybe easier for me than, let's say, I don't know, let's say Virgo. Virgo is very family oriented, right? Like they give to everyone else quickly, right away. I want to say Mother Teresa was a Virgo. But I'm just saying, like, you're struggling to put yourself first, Aries. And this is the eclipse that's going to show you why you have to do that. All right, so let's do Magical Spirit Oracle. I think it has something to do with your finances, Aries. Don't let somebody slow you down from achieving this goal, this Ten of Pentacles goal. All right, we have the Red Rose, overcoming obstacles, finding joy. I love that, carefree. And it says, number 18, don't worry, darling, you will find your way. We have the Awakened Dead coming out. It's number 16. The things that almost broke me were the things that most woke me. Facts, right? Resilience, nirvana, and self-appreciation. I just want to show you, where's that card? This is resilience. Ten of Wands is resilience. All right, last one, number 4, the Moon. What if your strangeness is actually your brilliance? Duality, hidden gem, and secret power. Trust your intuition this week, Aries. All right, Moonology Oracle to close it out. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions, not necessarily so much in your emotions. I feel like what you have to talk about has to do with emotions, and I know we see the Ace of Cups, but the Nine of Swords worries me more than that Ace of Cups. The Nine of Swords says you're overthinking, stressing yourself out, worried about, is this the right decision? Is this the right way? It's funny because I feel like, Aries, I've been telling everyone, Mercury retrograde is also happening. And I've been telling everyone, like, unless you're in Aries, don't be impulsive. Unless you're in Aries, like, don't, I just feel like we're used to this energy. We deal with this fiery drive every single day, right? It could be a lot to get used to for somebody who doesn't have a lot of Aries, right, in their chart. So it's interesting to me that you know what it is you want. You've known for a long time, but you're still stressing about whether this is the right decision or not. Look at that. You see it? I hope it was on the camera. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. It's April 8th. A fiery climax approaches. Are you guys watching this? Full moon in Aries. And last one, balance, spirituality, and practicality. I think that's going to be the biggest guidance for you, Aries. Full moon in Pisces. On the bottom, there it is. Don't let your past hold you back. It's the South Node. And with Mercury retrograde happening at the same time, I promise you the past will come and test you, Aries. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and then we have Leo next. Camaraderie. That's the word I was looking for, Diana. They do. They do. Do pay for that frosted look. That's facts too. Mine does not look frosted, y'all. I have black hair. It's like, I mean, it's like a dark brown. It gets redder in the summer, so it's gonna get like a lighter brown, which I love. But the grays they're not gray. They're just white. Like just these curly streaks of white running through there. Like I stuck my finger in a socket or something. But I don't know. It was kind of like I was telling them today. I was like, I used to really like I'd get up and spend all this time straightening my hair out and burning it and doing all this stuff because I didn't want everybody to see my curly hair. Well, you know what? Don't. You know what's interesting is I thought like maybe it's the Cuban, right? It must be the Cuban that's giving me this curly hair. I've been looking at pictures of my family, and I'm not seeing a lot of curly hair. I'm seeing a lot of straight black hair. Where is this brown curly? It's gonna be my mom. It's gonna be my mom. And a Cherokee Indian. So this whole time I've been blaming my dad for the curly hair. No. Ooh, okay. Maybe the Emperor came out. Telling you that Aries energy is aggressive today. All right, Leo. Let's do 5715. Leo, this is going to be for the week of April 7th through the 13th. I feel like I don't need to say what the cosmic influence is, but I will tell you that on April 8th, you do have that powerful Aries solar eclipse. And it has come up in the energies already. I feel like I felt it all day today. I could see it in other people. Aries is a very individuality type of energy, right? You could see like everyone expressing their own individual self today. It was quite beautiful, really. All right. Energy of the week, I'm using the magic of the unicorn, and we have create your vision. It's number 3. It says, do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. On the bottom is number 24, shower of blessings. Open yourself to receive and then pay it forward. Leo, you're receiving something right now in spirit. There's a test here, definitely. Pay something forward for one. I do see the coins. But there's something about like, I don't know. There's money here, Leo. And it's like you're telling yourself you can't have something that you really want. The Spirit's saying you can, and then pay it forward. Number 3 for Leo energy. All right, so the energy oracle. Challenge or obstacle, we have the thinking woman. Ooh. Lesson learned, we have caring connection. and angel of balance. On the bottom, Leo, is number 44. It's woman holding a heart. Woman holding a heart comes down when unconditional love is needed. All right, so the thinking woman says that someone comes into your environment and they teach you something that you've been trying to figure out for a very long time, Leo. Caring connection is a very specific card. So we have 47, 14, and 48, and then 3 over here. The 4s are not getting past me, right? Caring connection says, if I read it out of the book, it says that you met someone in a work environment. It's a partnership. It's a team effort, team energy. And this has grown into something unexpected, more powerful than you expected. Number 14, 1 and 4 is 5. So there's some sort of change. This is not new, this energy, but something's changed with this energy, Leo. 48 is most likely what's changing. 48 is angel of balance, and angel of balance comes out whenever moderation is needed. When moderation is needed, Leo. It's like you're doing something too much, and you need to balance it out. It's like spirit's nudging you forward into finding this balance. Just seeing the 2 of Cups. It's interesting. I was talking to a divine masculine energy today, and he was saying to me that he struggles to, and I don't know how to say it, not my counterpart, another divine masculine energy. But he was saying to me today that he felt like it was hard for him to, he's always been a very like confident, I don't know, I want to say aggressive, but like, going after what they want type of masculine. And it's like now he's having to deal with some things that he doesn't want, right? But it's like also about having to find that balance where, it doesn't always have to be this type of drive all the time, right? Like remember I say we have masculine and feminine in all of us. So I'm definitely getting like this very masculine energy, Leo, that is like needing to find the balance, needing to understand it's okay. It doesn't have to be a go, go, go. It can be a slow and soft and nurturing type also. I think the caring connection's in the middle, Leo, because you most likely are on this specific type of spiritual awakening journey. And it's this person that's taught you, like reflected back to you, what it is that you need to balance out, right? I almost made a joke and went, welcome to your twin journey. All right. Let's do create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. 10 of Cups is here. Happy home, happy family, emotional contentment. 5 of Cups is here. 5 of Cups says there's been some sort of loss, but you need to focus on the positive, like the cups you have remaining, right? That's going to take you to your abundant future. 3 of Cups is here. 3 of Cups could have something to do with third party. I feel like it's a celebration. I feel like it's a celebration. All right, and I'm going to tell you why. I know some of you that read tarot, you're like, Rosa, you're stretching it. No, I'm not. Watch. So create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You're being nudged forward. So I'm just saying they're singing, by the way. But 10 of Cups is here, that happy home, happy family. And then an emotional contentment. And then the loss is here. Okay. So has there been some loss here? Have you, I almost said the word sacrificed, but it's like, have you dealt with something in this energy previously? Yes. And now you're at this point where you're going to see these 2 cups here, where you're going to realize that something's not done. Just because these cups have fallen and this wine has spilled does not mean that you're out of the game. You still have these 2 cups here. 3 of Cups is like coming together, soul tribe, soul sisters, celebration. if you balance something out. All right, the thinking woman. Someone comes into your environment and teaches you something you've been trying to figure out. The yellow butterfly is sticking out to me. Six of Swords is here, being guided. So someone could be trying to guide you. Look, I wonder who the someone is. The Lovers comes out. This is this card, just in case you guys never knew. The Lovers is, again, the very challenging decision to, when you choose to love and heal yourself. That could be what you're being guided to. The Lovers is also my clue card for the twin flame journey, right? King of Wands is here. King of Wands says, know what you're capable of. Be confident in yourself, Leo. The Hermit is here. I'm going to take it. Dark Night of the Soul. Death is here. Transformation. Scorpio energy. And Ten of Swords is here. Wow. Leo. Angel of Balance. You have the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Temperance. Magician is going to be on the bottom. All right. Okay, so for most of you, this is coming out of Dark Night of the Soul. For somebody out there, you're entering Dark Night of the Soul. That's what happens when you meet that person. That's the whole point, is so that you can go through this process. I know Jenna's our resident Leo, but I'm picking up energy on someone that did not realize they were on this journey. I'm picking up energy on, this could be like a Virgo, the Hermit, maybe, Gemini. The Lovers came out and they're both Mercury. But it's someone who didn't realize that this situation was going to take them here. And Jenna already knows that that situation is going to take them there. Well, it may fit differently for you. I hope so, Jenna. But I'm definitely picking up energy of someone. Yeah. All right. So Angel Balance, this is what's going to happen. Ready? Angel Balance is moderation. So you're doing something too much or not enough, and the angel comes down to help you balance something. The Knight of Wands is about reckless energy. It's about passion and drive, but it's also about, we're reckless. Us Aries, oh my gosh, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all of us, we burn it down, right? But there's this energy of like, don't be reckless. And it could have something to do with your past. Knight of Cups is about delivering a message, and the message is about how you feel about something. And the Temperance card is here. The Temperance card is about, one, it's very slow moving energy. It's not, there's nothing fast about the Temperance. I feel like people think, oh, it's Sagittarius, they're fast, it's going to go. No. Temperance is very slow moving energy. And in this Temperance, it's the lady at the well. Do you see it? I feel like I don't need to go over that story, right? Some of you could be struggling with whether to communicate or not. And Spirit's saying to me here, the balance, the moderation is stop worrying about whether you need to deliver a message or not, and worry about your healing path, your healing journey. Because if you stay with this energy, then the opportunity to deliver the message always comes without the recklessness. Some of this could be happening to you, Leo, because of Mercury retrograde happening at the same time, right? All right, I'm going to do guidance. I'm going to use the Magical Spirit Oracle. Sagittarius came out for Leo. Scorpio came out for Leo. Gemini Gemini, Virgo. All right, Leo, here's your guidance. I'm just going to figure out, I'm going to pull a few of them. First one that comes out, the Seeker. Could you surrender just a bit more? Could you surrender just a bit more? That's how you're going to see the whole truth, Leo. All-seeing eye, spirit, and release. And it's going to be number 36. Number 37, right? Where the odds, right? It says truth, honor, empress, and integrity. That which is true will always be enough. That which is true will always be enough. One more, please. Last one, the alchemist. That's what you're supposed to do with all of this. That's the whole reason you meet this person. That's the whole reason you go through this whole process, right? Regardless of whether you're going into dark night of the soul or you're coming out of dark night of the soul, this is the lesson that we learn on this journey. We learn to turn our pain into power. That's it. That's what happens. We learn to do that so that we can be strong and powerful enough to follow Spirit's will. I know we want to think it's our will, but it's not. Unconditional love is Spirit's will. I'd love to be like, yeah, I was Rosa sitting up in the clouds one day and I decided I was going to come down here and teach everybody unconditional love, and we all had to teach everybody this. Nope, God did that, right? All right, the alchemist, empowerment, pain, and sorceress. It says, oh, I don't break that easy. Not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. And that's what you're supposed to do, Leo. This journey will teach you how to use things as fuel. All right, okay. Numerology Oracle to close it out. I didn't really have to say anything, did I? But the emotions are running high. Supermoon comes out. There's your Gemini. Communication is key. So there's your twins. And it's time to release negativity. Look at that. Full moon in Scorpio. We've seen that death card, Scorpio energy. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Leo. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up, and then we're going to do Sagittarius. How interesting. Big confirmations. Jenna. I don't know. Okay, so here's the message that I got, Jenna. I got that when you're supposed to, or like if you work on your healing enough, then like the opportunity opens up without you having to be reckless in any way. So I was thinking of this song Sunburn by Fuel. Love it. All right, one more. One more. Guys, I just want to say, I bet you I have no trouble getting to sleep tonight. Something tells me I'm going to sleep just fine. Somebody said, did you work hard today? I said, no. But, you know, you can see by the sweat running off my face. That was a lie. That's one thing about this place, though, is like, I don't know, the hard work is fun, right? One of the things I get to do at this job is when these families pull up in their campers, I get to take them to like wherever they're going. Like if they're going to a campsite or if they're going to like a cabin, or you know what I'm saying, I get to take them and show them and see their face and they get all excited. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of the best parts of this job. Now I won't be able to do it very long because when we fill up on staff, the other staff will be able to do that and I'll have to stay in the store. But at the beginning of the season and at the end of the season, I try to do it as much as possible. Sagittarius. Let's wait for it because I want to see all them for it. I know I'm cheating a little bit, but it is what it is. All right, 11444. Sagittarius. This is going to be for April 7th through the 13th. So we do have that solar eclipse energy on April 8th. Very powerful energy. I feel like it's going to overtake everything, right? This is like once in our lifetime energy. But we also have this Mercury, Mercury, like Sandra was saying earlier. I felt it in that Leo energy. I feel like I felt it in that Aries energy. It's definitely like people returning, a little bit of testing, you know, are you done with this situation type of thing, right? So let's see if it comes back out for Sagittarius. Fan blew all my candles out. I know. Sorry, Mom. I want to say it was hot today, but I can't really tell you if it was. I mean, I know it was, but I never noticed. I was too busy moving and going. Somebody else told me, well, yeah, whatever. Someone else told me, you know, that's life. You have to keep moving. You have to keep going. Your body has to physically keep doing the things, and that's very true. It's very true. But it does. I'm going to just say that it was a masculine energy that told me that, and that is very true. But there are moments where God sits us down. There are definitely moments where God says, "No, you're going to stop, and you're going to focus on you, and you're going to refill your cup before I even give you an opportunity to go back out into this world." Because you know what's happening is I think God's just getting tired of us going out and pouring our depletion all over everybody and being mean to people, right? So it's like, no, you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to stop and you're going to take care of you first, right? I mean, it's very possible, Sagittarius, that may have something to do with your reading. All right, we have Cosmic Rainbow. Look for the pot of gold and accept joy. New opportunities is on the bottom. I like that. Declutter your life. What? Did I just say that? And glimpse a magical doorway. All right, let's do Energy Oracle. Yeah, declutter your life could be a spirit-led spring cleaning for sure, right? And maybe you find something in that spring cleaning, right? Look for the pot of gold, it says. All right, and it does say accept joy. So I just want to say I do see that new opportunity. It's very possible, Sagittarius, that you're going through something. Maybe you're looking for a pot of gold. I'm not sure, but like maybe you're going through something, and that work that it's taking you to get to the pot of gold or whatever it is, you're not allowing yourself to accept joy because of it. So that could be a message in itself too. All right, cornucopia it is, right? Envy and man holding a heart. Door to personal healing and happiness is going to be on the bottom. So big confirmation, right? So you're going through something. You're dealing with some energy here, right? And Spirit saying, like, all of this has purpose. It's big purpose because you got the 11 cornucopia. That's twin flame energy, right? You also have man holding a heart coming out as your outcome. So big purpose here. But something, it's going to be you, Sagittarius. I mean, is there someone around you that could be envious? Yes, very possible. But can they stop you from walking through that door to personal healing and happiness? Like, yeah, no, they can't, right? And if they are, Sagittarius. All right. Cosmic Rainbow. Look for the pot of gold and accept joy. The Empress is here. This is about your connection to spirit. The universe is here. Spirit saying, like, remember who you are. Remember who you are. Remember how powerful you are, right? And the Star, Aquarius energy. A clean slate. Ooh, that's interesting. It's also a bright hope for the future, but I definitely heard clean slate. All right, I'm just gonna keep going. Queen of Swords is coming out for cornucopia. I feel like this is this energy here. Six of Wands is coming out. Justice is coming out. The Priestess for envy. The Lovers again. Three of Pentacles is here. Dang, the envy is you, Sagittarius. I thought it was someone around you. I wanted to be like it was this Queen of Swords. I mean, there could be someone around you, definitely, it's envious, but I think it's more you. And what made me think that is the High Priestess comes out next to that Lovers. You figured out something about your journey. You figured out that it had nothing to do with somebody else, and you figured out that it had something to do with you the whole time. That's the clean slate. The interesting part is you still come out with the same outcome. So let's read the cards. The Queen of Swords is sometimes the Queen of Swords, people call her the B word. They're like, man, that's the B word. And it's not that she's that way. Actually, the Queen of Swords is someone who speaks truth. She has really high boundaries. She doesn't let people, walk over. She's had to really fight to get to where she's at, and that's why she is the way that she is, right? The Six of Swords is about taking notice, notoriety, goals, accomplishments, achievements, and justice. Justice is, a great injustice has been done, right? Look at 11. The Justice card, you could be dealing with a Libra Sagittarius, very possible. But it says that this injustice has been done. And Spirit is trying to remind you who you are, because you have to go fight the injustice that has been done. Whatever this injustice that's been done, it's very possible it was done to you on your journey, like towards you and your counterpart energy, or it has something to do with money. I think, Sagittarius, you're about to tap into some collective energy so that you can Queen of Swords something that has to do with some money. But I think when you do that, when you tap into that energy, something, it's like the universe gives you this message that you're doing something on your own. Here's the thing, we're never on our own, Sagittarius. We're never on our own. Like, that's something it's really taken me a long time to understand. I kept saying, I'm tired of standing out here on my own. I'm tired of doing this shit on my own, right? And I really was. But it took me a long time to realize, one, Spirit was with me the whole time. I wouldn't have been able to stand out there that long if he wasn't. Two, it's not even just Spirit. It's the collective energies. Right? There's so much power and healing in these energies. And if we could just learn to tap into those energies, you could have everything you wanted, like at your fingertips. You could just manifest, do the things. But you're definitely upset. The envy card, upset, having to do something on your own. For your Pentacles, I picked Llewellyn. And remember, they're all a little different, right? All the tarot cards are going to be a little bit different than the Rider-Waite, but they're all based on that same beginning meaning, right? And the Three of Pentacles was teamwork, partnership. We work together. Look at the Three of Pentacles in Llewellyn. She's completely by herself. Or so it looks like she's completely by herself. I promise you, Spirit's there. And then let's see, like, what happens. So you do the work, you go, you fight the battle on your own. And then man holding a heart here. All right, so man holding a heart is, and is it possible like now I'm stretching. All right, man holding a heart is someone who is decent is the word that I just heard, decent. But more than that, someone who's compassionate and understanding, and I just heard the word romantic, but it's more than that. It's more than all of that. It's like someone who is like your perfect match, or giving. This person is giving. It's not a battle. There's no runners, there's no chasers. You don't have to chase them down. They want to give you this love. Eight of Pentacles is here, dedicated. Six of Swords is here. I was gonna say being guided to calmer waters, but Sagittarius, it was in reverse. So it's almost like they're being guided to the not calmer waters, right? The Chariot is here. There's nothing calm about the waters in the Chariot card. Eight of Swords is on the bottom. I feel like it's going to break you free from some form of self-restriction. And there's something about the card, like the self-restriction in this particular card, the seaweed is keeping her. It's giving me like old type of, yeah, like something from maybe not even, you know how they say like we have karma from like past lifetimes. Some of you, this could have something to do with that. Some of you, like this could be someone else's karma. Like you're trying to heal or balance someone else's. All right, let's do guidance for Sagittarius, magical spirit oracle. So did the Lovers come out for all three? It did, didn't it? Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The Lovers is my twin flame clue card, so yay, right? The Justice card also comes out for Sagittarius. The Empress comes out. The Star comes out. The High Priestess comes out. And the Chariot. That is a lot of major arcana coming out for Sagittarius. So as you're going through this eclipse energy, know that spirit is with you, guiding you, and you could be also tapping into some powerful collective energies here. But the whole purpose is so that you can get through this door to personal healing and happiness. You have the Rebirth card. It's not upside down. I'm just holding them all upside down. It's number 13. 1 and 3 is 4. It's definitely giving me like money, finances. I feel like that came up too. Did that come up for all three? All right. The Rebirth card says it's time to leave the old behind. The taking risk is sticking out to me on that one. 13 and 31. So the number of synchronicity is not going to be a coincidence, Sagittarius. You see it? 1331. It says, darling, don't you remember? You're a badass. See, what did I say? The fairy. It says, keep winging it. The fairy blessings flow and magical energy. That magical energy is that collective energy I was talking about earlier. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. And let's get one more. Yeah, number 43. So 1, 3, 3, 1, 4, 3. Liberation, free spirit, wild and authentic. All right, Moonology Oracle to close it out for Sagittarius. It's like you're going after something you wanted this whole time, you just didn't realize it. The Chariot, I want to say Cancer energy. It's also a ride or die partner, but it's also like, don't be afraid to move quickly. You have some big support here. Like, don't be afraid to move quickly. Look at this. The energy is gaining momentum. The waxing moon. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. That's our Chariot energy. And your hard work is paying off. It's me, full moon in Capricorn. Sorry, new moon in Capricorn. On the bottom, there it is. Ready? Remember, we've seen all the cards, the pot of gold, the cornucopia, all the things. Ready? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. And that's it, guys. That's going to be your fire signs for the week of April 7th through the 13th. Powerful solar eclipse here on the 8th. I'm so excited for it, right? All right, guys, no free readings tonight. I really don't know how that's going to work out. We probably won't do those except for on Sunday night. I really don't want to say that because it's very possible sometimes people pop in and spirit's like, hey, you need to read fire. Like, okay. So it just depends. But for the most part, I think we're going to stick with Sunday nights. I feel like schedule should be fine. I don't see any hiccups arriving. Again, it's very possible maybe one day I'm just super tired and I'm like, no, spirit, we're not reading cards today. It's possible, but I just want you guys just have a little patience with me. I promise it's just a summer job. I'm not going anywhere. Everybody keeps asking me, are you still going to do YouTube? Why we do a lot more than just YouTube. But yes, we are. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you so very much. My moderators, thank you, Sandra and Michelle. Diana, I love you ladies so very much. Everyone who came in, hung out, I appreciate you. I hope to see everyone tomorrow night for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right, everyone, have a good night. I'm always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.